Hey guys, welcome back to Angel of Tarot. It's been a while. I think it's been 2 weeks, maybe. So, all right. Let's check in with Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, and the energy between. I hope you've been well. Please send through messages for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine for today, for the next week, I'd say, for the next month. What is happening in the energies? What have we been going through? Anyways, I think it's time to get started. So, Divine Feminine. Okay. Interesting. We have some strong emotions coming out for Divine Feminine. We have, this is good energy to start with, I'd say. We have the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Now that is quite the match, I would say, in your energy. I love to see this coming out first, especially it means like this is like the top of your energy, like what is happening like right now, today, how you're feeling, like you're feeling very emotionally like aligned, the word I'm looking for, alignment. So I feel like there's an emotional alignment. There's an alignment between your internal world and your external world because you have the Queen of Pentacles. There is a balance between your masculine and your feminine. You're doing and you're allowing. You're giving and you're receiving. So I think that's wonderful. I hear Spirit saying something like Divine Feminine has very much matured. You have matured to a new level. And I feel like it's a very subtle level. It's not this big reveal of, oh, wow, look at me. You know, I've changed so much. It's really like an internal switch is what I'm hearing. Like there's been an internal switch for Divine Feminine. I feel like somebody is going to recognize you. You might run into somebody like out of the blue that you maybe haven't seen this person in a long time. Or maybe they saw you online somewhere and then they see you in person. Like something like that. Anyways, that's how I feel. Okay. Ooh, okay, wait. Nah, we cannot take all these cards. Okay. So this is Divine Masculine's energy. Spirit, I'm sorry. I'm not taking all of these cards. Come on now. We will take the Moon card for sure. And let's see what else is coming out for Divine Masculine. I'm not taking all those cards. Thank you. All right. So for Divine Masculine energy, we have the Moon and we have the Devil in reverse. Two major arcanas. So it's very interesting because this seems like a pair in a sense. We have some feminine, masculine. Divine Masculine has, I hear something like doesn't want to let you go, doesn't want to let the situation go, is addicted to you, is addicted to the situation. And they're hiding something. But it's not like they want to tell you something. There's something that they want to tell you. And I think it is something maybe they're afraid to tell you. So Divine Masculine wants to tell you something, but I think they're afraid to tell you something. And what I'm seeing in my mind is like a domino effect. So I feel like something happened to them that is going to affect you guys in a way. So don't be surprised if you hear some unpleasant news, perhaps. I think a lot of cards came out. So, okay, let's check the energy in between. We'll see what's going on there. Oh, yeah, forgot this card came out. So we have the Justice card in reverse and the Lovers card. So I'm hearing something like one of these things is not like the other. So I feel like there's something here that doesn't add up in the connection. There's something here that doesn't make much sense for some reason. I feel like there's an imbalance. I feel like one person wants to be maybe friends and the other person wants to be more than friends, maybe. I feel like there's a mismatch between, I'm hearing passions. So I feel like, I feel like you guys are crossing like a DNA strand, like crossing like this. So it's like you guys come into contact with each other, but then you separate and then you come back kind of like this. So I feel like there's something here, like I feel like maybe you guys are meant to do something together, but it might not be the romance of a lifetime that you're thinking it's going to be. It might be something different than that. I don't know. We'll see. Divine Feminine. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So Divine Feminine has the Nine of Cups in reverse with the... Wow, that's interesting. The Nine of Swords. So I don't think I've ever seen these come out like this. The Nine of Cups in reverse with the Nine of Swords. So for some reason, I feel like even though this is the 9, I'm intuitively feeling like it's connected to the 7. And the 7 is all about choices. So I feel like Divine Feminine is somehow feeling like not fulfilled by her current choices, I think. There's something that is bothering Divine Feminine, that she doesn't want to face the truth about something. I feel like Divine Feminine is also very exhausted and tired with some sort of cycle that she can't get out of, that continues. I see her kind of lonely in her battle that she's fighting. And there is a lack of, it's not happiness. I don't think she's not happy, but I feel like there's an exhaustion almost where it's like, I'm tired. I'm tired of the same cycles. I'm tired of learning. I'm tired of growing. I'm tired of changing. I just want to live my life. I just want to be. Like, it's kind of like, who the hell wants to be in high school forever? Like, you want to have a completion at some time. And that's why I feel like Divine Feminine's energy is like, when is this road going to end? When am I going to not have these major challenges? So we have the 8 of Pentacles, Divine Masculine energy. We have the 8 of Pentacles and the Tower in reverse. Wow. So I don't know how to say that. I feel like, okay, at first I thought it was like, okay, this person might be losing their job. But I actually don't think it's that they're losing their job, because this is in reverse. I think they might be almost the opposite, like getting a new job that's surprising, or getting a promotion that is surprising, but also like, I feel like this person is going to have to make a major choice, something like that, in their money arena, in their work environment. Something is going to be very surprising to them. But I don't think it's going to be a painful surprise. I think it's going to be actually a pleasant surprise. That's what I'm hearing for Divine Masculine. So going back to something that Divine Masculine is not telling you, I feel like it might be a surprise. Like, for example, if Divine Masculine like buys a business, something like that, shows up with a food truck, like just like does something totally like, what the hell? And then it's like, okay, now we're going to have to do this project, maybe. I don't know. Something like that. That's how I feel. It's like they're not involving you in the decision, but I feel like they want you to participate in, like, the aftermath, I guess. Ooh, okay. So this is the energy in between. We have the Chariot. Lots of fucking energy, too. That thing flew up. Did you see it? So forward movement in the connection for sure. I see like maybe you guys go dancing or something, like a celebration, a party. I see you guys maybe dressing up for an event or something like that. You might go to a concert, something like that. Okay, the Death card in reverse. And wow. So listen, you might not be able to see this, but all the energy in between the connection is all major arcanas. I know my Boston accent is coming out so bad. All major arcanas. And so the major arcanas are the big secrets. And these are the more powerful, in a sense, like the more prominent energies. So I feel like there's going to be a lot happening in the connection. Especially, I feel like for some of you, perhaps if you haven't heard from this person in a while, that might be a big surprise too. I feel like for some of you, if you're dealing with somebody right now, your divine masculine is going to like come into the picture with a big surprise and be like, don't deal with this person that you've been dealing with. That's for some of you, I feel like. I feel like your divine masculine sees you as some sort of leader, some sort of protector, a guide, like the North Star, kind of. Like, they trust you a lot. I feel like there's a lot of trust in the connection. Actually, I say they trust you, but I feel like you trust them just as much. Like, there's a lot of trust here. So I feel like this connection has a lot of trust that's going to, like, change your future. The trust is going to change your future. Even hearing the word trust, it's like, yeah, you can trust the person, or you can open a trust or access your trust, like inherit a trust. So that's why I feel like something here is very major arcana. So something here is very big. Okay. Divine feminine. Wow. Okay. All right. Okay. You guys, the reading today, it's been a while and it's crazy because we have almost all the major arcanas on the table. Like, literally, I've never seen this many major arcanas come out so early. Okay? So, Divine Feminine has the Empress upright and the Sun in reverse. The Empress upright and the Sun in reverse. So, I'm hearing Spirit say something like, Divine Feminine doesn't know the future. Like, Divine Feminine has to let go of thinking that she knows everything, or thinking like she thinks the world is so predictable. She thinks the future is so predictable. I feel like Divine Feminine has lost hope in what the future holds, how surprising the future can be, even her dreams. I feel like Divine Feminine used to believe in herself more than she does now. I feel like because Divine Feminine's dreams didn't come true during her season, is what I'm hearing, during her prime, during what she thought would have been the right time, it didn't happen. So I feel like she lost a lot of hope, almost like a miscarriage. Like, you have a baby, you're loving this baby, and then, you have a miscarriage, and then you have all these emotions of like what it could have been and the love that you lost and stuff like that. So I feel like Divine Feminine has had some emotional miscarriages. Like, a person has a miscarriage a few times and then they might just give up, you know what I mean? They might not even try to get pregnant again. So that's how I feel like with Divine Feminine's energy. It's like Divine Feminine has tried so many times to make her dreams come true that she doesn't even dream anymore. She doesn't even ask for anything anymore. She doesn't even believe that it's even possible anymore. And I feel like Divine Feminine has like lost her inspiration, where she used to inspire people. People believed in her. She believed in herself, And now I feel like she's become too realist, too cynical, too hopeless. Like, just settling for the average, just taking what she can get, just trying to be grateful for crumbs, like really trying to like humble herself and be like, oh yeah, I used to think I was going to be a millionaire. Or I used to think I was going to own my own business. Or I used to think I was going to be famous one day. Or I used to think I was going to be successful. Now I'll be happy if I just get to pay my bills. Like, I guess I'm just going to be like everybody else. I guess what I thought my life was going to be, my life ain't going to be that. You know, I might as well just get in line. I might as well just close up shop. Basically, giving up is what I feel like. I feel like Divine Feminine is giving up on her dreams. Okay, let's see what Divine Masculine is doing. Divine Masculine. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Cups in reverse. Okay, so even though this is the Ace of Swords, I intuitively see this as the Knight of Swords. Like, I feel a rushing in energy. So I feel like Divine Masculine, speaking of your dreams, I feel like Divine Masculine is rushing in. Like, look at the hands here, even like rushing in to offer you a helping hand for once in your freaking life. Like I said, this person has something to share with you that is surprising. It's related to money. It's related to your dreams. There's something that they're going to surprise you with that they didn't tell you about. In a way, like, I feel like they are addicted to you. Like, they are really into you. Like, even if you like this person, the way that they like you makes no sense. And that's why I feel like the 10 of Cups is in reverse, because I feel like the 10 of Cups is emotional happiness. And I feel like Divine Masculine sees you as their emotional happiness. Even though it's in reverse, it's kind of, I'm seeing it as almost like an 11. Like a 10 out of 10, but more like an 11 out of 10. Like, they're overwhelmed by how happy you make them. I feel like they've been searching for you their whole life. And again, it's weird to me because I feel like even if it's not a romantic, the love of my life forever, I feel like the connection itself, like, this person that you're dealing with feels very seen when they're with you. They feel like you accept them for who they are. They've never had this before. They've never been able to feel valuable for just who they are, not for what they have or what they can do, or just for being themselves. And I feel like a very child, playful energy as well, where I feel like they can forget everything when they're with you. They forget time. They forget to eat. Like, they forget every fucking thing when they're with you. Like, the energy is overwhelming. But also, back to the Ace of Swords, I feel like this person sees you as a royalty, as a queen, as a king, as a friggin', puts you on a pedestal. They see your soul. They see your drive. They see your passion. They see what you're about. And in a weird way, I feel like all they want to do is help you for once. And I don't really see a motivation. Like, I don't see them saying tit for tat. Like, I did this for you, so you have to do something for me. It's like, almost like this person is sent to just help you in a way. Okay. Let's see the energy in between. The energy in between. Yes, I like this card. So we'll take the 5 of Cups and the 6. The 5 of Cups and the 6 of Rods. Wow, okay. So there's a couple things that I'm seeing here. I see that you guys have had some disappointments. Many, actually, disappointments in your love lives separately. I feel like you both have felt this way. You know, I'm so tired of trying again. I trust these people and nothing happens. But then it's like you also have these 2 cups back here, which I'm hearing like 2 peas in a pod. It's like you guys have an understanding of each other. You understand the pain of like spilled milk. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you had so much hope in your past, and now you're just like, I'd be happy just to like get through the day. You know what I mean? Just get through my life already. Like all the things I used to wish and hope for and think that would happen in time didn't happen, and now I'm tired of waiting, kind of thing. But it's so crazy because right after you feeling this way, you're feeling low, you're feeling down. Here comes the Six of Rods to say, victory is mine. Like I shall not sit down and be quiet and settle for less and give up and be, a bum, basically. I shall not. And the thing is, with this Six of Rods, this person is in a wheelchair. They have a disability. We don't know this person's story. We don't know if this disability is permanent, if it's temporary. Not that it would make any difference. It wouldn't change who they are as a person. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes things happen to us that make us who we are. You know what I mean? So it's like this person, you might look at this person and say, oh, I feel bad for them. I feel sorry for them. I would hate to live my life in a wheelchair. But guess what? They might look at you and say, I feel sorry for you. You know what I'm saying? You might not be in a wheelchair, but you don't got your life together. You don't got your shit together. You don't know who you are. You don't have self-respect. You know what I mean? So you look at this person and you see one detail that you know about this person and you judge their whole life. Oh, their life must be so hard. Well, you're not in a wheelchair and your life is hard. See what I'm saying? So I feel like you're in a situation that looks straightforward on the outside, but there's actually a lot more to the story that you don't know. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like Spirit is here to say you will have your victory. You will have it. So, like, just don't give up hope. And I feel like I'm even going to cry. Like, I feel so emotional. Because I'm just like, I feel like you will have your victory. And I really feel it. Like, feel it very strong. And this person has some flowers on their lap. And I feel like, you might get recognized by somebody who can put you in a better position, who can actually change your life. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, you might get one phone call, one email, a friend of mine. Like, especially if you're any kind of artist, you do any artwork or anything like that, I feel like your victory is here. Like, your victory is here. Do not be surprised. Please, just believe. Have faith. Your victory is here. Okay. Divine Feminine, let's see what we have. Almost. Okay. What? Divine Feminine, what do we have? The World card, okay? What did I just say? I said your victory is here. The World card. And the Four of Cups. Interesting enough, the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups look very similar in this deck. So, yeah. So, this came out in reverse. But if you see, he is disappointed in things that didn't work out. So he's being very stubborn and saying, no, I don't want this. Like, I've tried so many times. Look, he's an older man, got gray hair. He's like, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this shit. I'm tired. Look, doesn't even have shoes on. This guy's like, listen, I'm going to sit here and I'm not going to do nothing. I'm going to just stay under this tree and nobody can make me do nothing because I've been there, done that. I'm so tired of going down the same road that ends the same way. Watching the same movie on repeat is boring. I feel like this person is bored. They're just like, you know what? Whatever is in this cup, I've already had it. You see, these cups look the same. So that's how I feel like he's like, I already know what this is. But he doesn't know, like, this is something different. This is something special. So I feel like somehow this person is going to get convinced to accept this cup. But I also feel like he gets thirsty enough, he's going to have to drink this. Because these are spilled. Well, that one's not really spilled, but this one's probably empty anyways. So these are done. he can be stubborn as he wants, but eventually he stays there long enough, he's going to get thirsty. So I feel like for Divine Feminine, I feel like something happened. Like, I'm hearing promotion, okay? That's what I'm hearing. I feel like even when you've been disappointed, you've taken too many L's, okay? You've had loss after loss after loss after loss. That you even when something good happens to you, you basically don't care. You're like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, all right, yeah, okay. It's like when you've been waiting for somebody to show up, right? They say, I'm going to be there at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock comes, they're not there. Oh, I'm going to be there at 7 o'clock. They say, I'm on my way. 8 o'clock comes around. Oh, something came up. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to be there in half an hour. Half an hour later goes by. And it's just like, eventually you just go to bed. Eventually you go to bed. You stop believing that this person is actually going to come. And in a weird way, I feel like I understand how frustrating that can be. And nobody would blame you for giving up and going to bed, But I also feel like eventually when this person does show up, it's like they still kept their promise in a way. They showed up late, very late, too late. Everything's closed now, but they didn't just forget is what I'm trying to say. And that's how I feel about spirit. I feel like everything is taking too long, but that doesn't mean the spirit forgot, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. That even took me a long time to explain. So that tells you right there, I could have just said spirit didn't forget. But I needed to tell you, I needed for you to feel that push back again. It's like, when is this going to end? Okay. Divine Masculine. Okay. Emperor in reverse. Interesting enough. Okay. The Emperor in reverse and the Two Swords. Wow, that's interesting. And this isn't Divine Masculine's energy. So I feel like you're not going to be given much of a choice in the matter. I'm hearing like a matter of fact. It's a matter of fact. So I feel like it's almost like when your parents tell you to get in the car and you say to them, where am I going? And they say, just sit down and be quiet and put your seatbelt on because I'm the parent and you're the child. So that's kind of how I feel about Divine Masculine's energy. It's giving protector, Emperor. It's giving get in the car and don't worry, because when a kid gets in the car with their parent, they're not worried. They trust their mom. They trust their dad. Trust is coming up a lot in this reading. So they're not anxious about where they're going. They're excited. They're like, cool, mom's taking me somewhere. Dad's taking me somewhere. It's going to be a surprise. It's going to be good. It's going to be fun. It's going to be safe. You don't need to worry. You know what I mean? You don't need to worry about money. You don't need to worry about where you're going to sleep. You don't need to worry about when you're going to come back. Like all these things, all these questions. And that's how I feel like Divine Masculine is coming in with this kind of energy of like taking on responsibility as I'm hearing as a man, but as a protector, as a provider, as a just like I'm hearing mule, which is weird. It's a really weird thing to think of, but like a donkey, like a mule, like the mule is not the fastest, they're not the smartest. I don't know how smart they are really, but their reputation is not really to be a smart thing. They're usually given like this connotation of being like, lesser than a horse. Like, oh, you own a mule, but I own a horse. Like, the horses get all the glory. And I feel like with your Divine Masculine, it's like a mule will still get you where you need to go. Okay? They might not go as fast as a horse, but they can carry a lot on their back. They can go far as hell. You know what I mean? You might need a mule for where you're going. You know what I'm saying? You might need a mule. You might need somebody who can hold it down through thick and thin. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Oh, okay. This came out sideways, but I'll take it in reverse. The Page of Cups for the energy in between. The Page of Cups and the Two of Rods in reverse. Okay. Okay, so what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing is something like I feel like Divine Feminine has a mission that's like you might have to travel. You might have to travel. And I'm seeing like you might physically travel, but also like the way that the internet travels, like the way that technology connects us. I feel like you have a special gift like through technology that can connect the world. I feel like your tribe is ripe, ready for you. Like what you have, I feel like the world is ready to hear what you have, to see what you have to give. Um, you see how this woman is covered up? Like she's wearing a tracksuit. They could have put her in shorts. They could have put her in short sleeves and jogger shorts. But they put her in this tracksuit. And it's just like, she's so covered from head to toe. Very modest. You know what I mean? So I feel like your energy is like, it's very modest. And the modern world doesn't portray women this way, especially not famous, successful women. You'll never see them covered up from head to toe. You'll always see them like, the only person who dresses like this that I can think of is Missy Elliott. She wears tracksuits head to toe. Other than that, you'll always see them wearing like those little leotards or whatever. So I hear Spirit saying like, don't change who you are. Like when this opportunity comes, don't start to change who you are, because who you are is what the world actually wants from you. You know what I mean? They don't want you to change. So if you end up in the spotlight, like make a promise to yourself that you're not gonna like start getting surgeries, start getting implants. It's okay to get fit and work out, but don't start taking like drugs to lose weight. Don't just don't be an extremist. Don't forget who you are, basically. Just whatever it is, it could be anything. Just hold on to who you are. And I feel like this person, this connection, is the person who's gonna help you do that. They're gonna help you stay grounded. When you get off track, they're gonna bring you back to life and say, hey, you're just you. You're just who you are. I know that the spotlight can fuck with your head and make you think that you're larger than life. But at the end of the day, you bleed like everybody else. You're just a human being. You know what I mean? You're not immortal in a sense. That's how I feel. So I feel like, every successful person has to deal with that. There's going to be ups and downs. You don't have to be perfect. But just be aware that don't change who you are. Okay, Divine Feminine. We have the King of Wands. Ooh, this is interesting. Ooh, I've never seen this come out either. I be saying this all the time, but you gotta realize I've been doing this for 6 years. And I still never see some of these things come out together. The King of Wands with the King of Pentacles next to each other. Dang. For Divine Feminine energy. First of all, these people are cute as hell. First of all, let's just put that out there. They're cute. Cute. Fine. So be aware. Somebody might be around who's very fine, perhaps. But that aside, putting that aside, because that's not our main goal, is it? No, it's not. Putting that aside, I feel like I see like a boardroom almost, like a contract. Like this person is offering some sort of financial prosperity. But what you have to remember about financial prosperity, if somebody says, I'll pay you 100 grand, right? You are always worth more than what you produce. So if your house is worth $500,000, essentially you are worth $500,000 or more. You're probably worth, let's say $1 million, and you buy a house for $500,000. Your house is not more, anything you own will never be worth more value than you because you're the one who bought it, right? If I buy a car, is the car more valuable than me because the car is worth $20,000? Well, how much am I worth if I can afford to buy a $20,000 vehicle? If I'm only worth $10,000, I wouldn't be able to afford a $20,000 vehicle, would I? So that's how I feel, where it's like, I feel like you might be asked, name your price. I know, listen to me, just calm down, you guys. I know I'm acting up, but this is what I'm hearing. It's like, name your price. If somebody said to you, name your price, what would that number be? What, not to sell not to sell who you are, but think about it. If you're going to sell your time, right? And that's why I feel like the King of Wands is here, because the Wands is all about action. It's all about movement in the physical world, eh? So if you are a professional basketball player, right? And they draft you or whatever, and they say, name your price. Now, you already decided that you want to be a professional basketball player. That's what you decided you wanted to do with your life. You put in all the time, all the sweat, all the practice, all the hard work, all the sacrifices, all the things you had to say no to, all the parties you had to miss, all the fun things you had to miss out on while your friends are getting married, having kids, or whatever. You're pumping in the gym, okay? That's the King of Wands. When you're a professional basketball player, you have to go to practice after practice. You have to go to games, 100 and something games a year. There's only 365 days in the year. So you have 100 games. Mind you, you have to get on the planes. You have to travel to all these games. You have to sleep in hotels for half of the year. You're not at home with your friends and your family. And life is going on at home while you're on the road. You become friends with the people that you work with because they're all the people that you see. When you go on the news, when you go on TV, everybody wants to talk to you for 5 minutes. How was the game? Nobody really cares about you as a person. They only care about what you can do, right? The King of Wands. Show me what you can do. So that's why I feel like the King of Pentacles is here with the King of Wands, because it's like an equal balance of give and take. You're giving with the King of Wands your effort. You're saying, yes, I'm ready to do what I have to do. I'm ready to put the work in. I'm ready to, go here and there and do what I'm told, basically. Do what I'm told. Do what I have to do. When you're on a basketball team, you have a boss. Yeah, you might be a millionaire, but your boss is a billionaire or whatever. Like, everybody has a boss, is what I'm hearing. Everybody has a boss. And so when this situation comes up, somebody's going to be like, name your price. And just be careful with the name your price, because don't devalue yourself. Don't underestimate how much work you put in, plus the work you're going to be putting in the future too. If somebody is asking you, what's your price? They're investing in you. They're trying to say, listen, we think you're worth investing in, or else we wouldn't even hold this meeting or this phone call. So if we think you're worth investing in, we think you're going to make us money, right? Basketball players get paid millions of dollars, but how much money do they make for their city, for their team, for the sports team owners? All of the merch, all of the ticket sales, all the spin off this and spin off that. They make money off of that, right? So if somebody is coming to you saying, name your price, how much are you worth? You know, you got to calculate like their piece too. Because if they're coming in saying, well, we're going to take 50% off the top, we're going to take half of everything you fucking make. Well, half of what I make, it depends on how much I make, right? Half of $1,000 is only $500 for you. So that's not good. But half of friggin' $1 million, 500,000, is not a terrible number. You see what I'm saying? So if they're saying like, we believe in you, name your price. You need to go back to a lawyer, a professional, somebody who can look at what you have to offer and give you good advice and say, hey, we think that you could potentially make, in the next year, next 5 years or whatever, we think you can make a few $1 million. Let's say that. Let's say you sell a book or whatever. They say, we think your book is worth $2 million. We think we'll be able to make $2 million. Now, if they say 50-50, $1 million for you and $1 million for them, it's not great, but it's not terrible. You see what I'm saying? It's not great, it's not terrible. So you have to decide for yourself, like, especially if you're just starting out, because you're going to get more exposure too. So you have to think about that. It's like, yeah, you might want more money up front. You might be like, I want 70-30 split my way. I want 70% of what I make. Okay, but the thing is, nobody knows who you are yet, kind of thing. So you have to see what these people can do for your name, because your name and your reputation is the most important thing you'll ever own, ever. So if these people are saying, listen, we can give you exposure, we can make sure everybody knows who you are. We can make sure everybody recognizes you. When you have that, they can never take that back. So it's just like getting a degree. When you go to school, they say pay us $40,000 a year, go to school. So you're paying them to teach you something. After your degree, you have a loan. Let's say your loan is $100,000 when you're done with school. Your loan is $100,000 that you owe them. But guess what? That knowledge that you have, they can't come for it. They can't come in your brain and take the knowledge back. Once it's in there, it's in there. You see what I'm saying? So now you have the knowledge to find out a way to repay back that money that you borrowed. And they wouldn't have given you the money in the first place if they didn't believe that you would pay them back. They believe in you. They believe in you. So that's how I feel. Like, if a company comes to you and they say, listen, we're willing to supply upfront everything that you need to get to where you want to be, but that's going to cost you. You know what I'm saying? That's going to cost you some money. So let's say you sign a contract for the first 3 or 5 years. 3 to 5 years goes by like this. That shit goes by so motherfucking fast. If they're saying, hey, 50-50 for the first 3 to 5 years, might not be awful. Might be just what you need. Give you some time to get some work, get some practice, make connections, network. You meet somebody at a party, they're saying, so what's next for you? Oh, well, I'm going to be doing this for the next 3 to 5 years, but call me after that. Call me when I'm done, just like people in sports. They have a contract. When their contract expires, everybody's on the phone. What team are they going to go to? Where are they going to go next? Depending on how you performed in your last 3 to 5 years, somebody's going to be willing to give you a better split, give you a bigger bag. But it's like, you make money, I make money. There is no you making money without me making money. That's just not how this thing goes. So that's how I feel. And I read the cards, okay? I don't force my ideas of what I want to happen into the reading. The King of Pentacles and the King of Wands came out together. Like I said, I've never seen this before. So this is very, very powerful to me. The major arcanas are all on the board. That means something to me, you know? That took a long time. Okay, Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine. Okay. Some more Pentacles, okay. And Pentacles again. Interesting. So the 5 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles both in reverse. Okay, so I really have to listen to what's happening here. What's happening? What is happening? What is happening? I don't know. So what I feel like Divine Masculine's energy is like, I will do anything for you. I will do anything for love, but I won't do that. Like, that's how I feel. Like, I feel like they will do anything for you. But I'm hearing something like, I'll do anything for you, but I won't share you. So, I don't know. I feel like they don't want to share you, but they're also willing to do anything to have you or to be with you or to like participate in your life, your success. But it's because they value you. They see how smart you are. They see how beautiful you are. They see how capable you are. They see how passionate you are. They think they'll never find anybody like you again. They would be devastated if they couldn't be with you. But I also feel like maybe this person hasn't met enough people in a way. Like, not that you're not special, but there's other special people in the world too. And I feel like you might be the first person that they met that's like, makes them think like, oh my God, she could be the one or something like that. So I don't know why, but I want to say, for some reason, I want to say just be careful with the kind of energy of like, either like you owe me something or like, because what I see this person they would go bankrupt for you. They would give you everything. But I also feel like you can't buy a person. You know what I mean? You cannot purchase love. You cannot buy love. That's how I feel. So it's like this person wishes that they could purchase your love, but you can't buy love. You cannot buy love. That's the only thing that I kind of don't like about that. Like, there's a lot of energy around, like, I want to be there for you. I want to help you. But I also feel like a desperate energy of like, but if you ever left me, I would be, devastated. It's not giving confidence. And I feel like Divine Feminine is in this kind of energy. And then Divine Masculine is coming with this kind of energy, which I feel like these things don't go together. Does that make sense? So we'll see what happens. But I feel like even if Divine Masculine does have money, I feel like Divine Feminine's money is on the come up. Like, I feel like Divine Feminine is about to have her own cash, her own money, her own, what did I say? Trust. You know what I'm saying? Legacy. So with Divine Masculine, I feel like they think money is the way to keep you. And it's almost a lack of confidence, because I feel like you do care about this person and you don't care about their money. And it's like they don't want to believe that. They don't want to see that. It's almost too much to bear, because I feel like you see them and value them intrinsically as a person. And sometimes men, they only value what they can do, what they can provide, things like that. So this person might feel like, if I'm not the breadwinner, if I'm not the provider, why would you be with me? Why would you be with me? And it's just like, I don't need you to be my ATM. I need you to be my partner. I need you to be my supporter. I need you to be my friend. The trust, it keeps coming back to trust. I need someone I can trust. If I'm going to be doing this, possibly traveling, doing this, getting some wins and some victories, doing this, signing some contracts or whatever, doing this, changing my whole world, doing this, finally birthing the life that I wanted, I'm going to need somebody I can trust. You know what I mean? And I feel like this person doesn't see that you trust them. They don't see how valuable trust is. It's so valuable. Okay. So the energy in between. Ooh. I like to see the Knight of Pentacles come out. It doesn't come out often in this deck for some reason. I find it comes out a lot in the traditional Rider-Waite. Anyways, we have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Three of Rods. And we have the Four of Swords. Very interesting. I don't know why, but I feel like even with the Chariot energy in between, I said this week and this month. So I feel like something's going to happen this week and something's going to happen this month that's going to change your direction, because the Knight of Pentacles, this is the knight that takes the longest to basically get to their destination, but it's also said that this is the only one that actually completes their mission, because the Knight of Swords be coming in and out. The Knight of Wands is known to be more of a unserious character. And what was out? The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is a cute, nice, genuine offer of, love and passion. But the Knight of Pentacles, this is about money, straight up. It's about money. This is about your physical world. This is about property. This is about cars, houses, clothes, jewelry, travel, planes, boats, material things. You know what I mean? Like actual material stuff. So I feel like the Knight of Pentacles is here to say, I feel like you're ready to receive material things that you weren't ready to receive before. I feel like you are older. You look older. I feel like you're going to be more respected than you were, because when you were younger, you always felt like nobody listened to what you had to say purely because of your age. And now that you've reached an age where people almost have to accept what you say, whether they like it or not. And I feel like that's a really powerful place to be. But why is it in reverse? That's what I don't understand. That's kind of the energy that I don't understand. First of all, okay, this is the energy in between. I'm hearing something about dominating. So I feel like something about being careful not to dominate each other or outdo each other, something like that. So whoever you get involved with, whether it's divine masculine that you're dealing with or possibly somebody else in the future, I hear Spirit saying, like, don't compete. Don't be like, I make more money than you. Or if they buy you a fancy gift, you one up them and buy them a more fancy gift. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. I also feel like Spirit is saying to stay in your feminine energy, even when you become very successful, even when you end up making lots of money. It's like you don't have to turn into a man. You don't have to behave like men behave. And you know what I'm saying. Because look at how she is dressed in a nice professional suit, but yet the neckline is still very feminine. It's not like a hard collar, she's not trying to say, even her haircut, she has her haircut short, but she still got like lipstick on. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's okay to be the boss. It's okay to be the one to make the decisions, but it's also okay to be feminine, to be who you are, to be a woman. You don't have to enter a male space and act like men. You know what I mean? So I feel like the Three of Wands and the Four of Swords. For some reason, I see like somebody who's like sleeping on a plane, even though this is a ship. I feel like when you're traveling, like you're going to be busy, so busy. Like you're going to have to make your space comfortable, is what I'm saying. Treat your space, treat your rest, treat your comfort as a priority. So again, when they say this, name your price, remember that you're going to need good rest. You're going to need good staff. Like when you're resting, you want to make sure your staff is competent. You don't want a discount on your safety, is what I'm hearing. So I'm hearing like prioritize your safety. So if somebody asks you on your contract, how much are you going to spend on security? How much are you going to spend on travel? It's like you don't want to be traveling economy. You don't want to have only like a small security staff. Like, I don't know. I'm just going to say this. Like, I feel like when you first start, I'm hearing spirits say, like, don't worry about how much money you're going to make. Make sure that you're comfortable and make sure that you're safe. Make that your first priority. Make sure that you're comfortable. Make sure that you're safe because you're already doing what you love to do. You are already doing what you love to do. Basically, your dreams have already come true before you even hit the road jack. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even if the company you contract with, the company you work for, even if they're making most of the money in the first few years, I feel like it's okay because they're building your reputation and you'll have your reputation forever. If you work for them for 3 or 5 years, you can have a spin-off TV show or write a book or, like you can have other things after the fact. But it's like right now, you just want to live your dreams. You want to just live your dream life. And you're like, what is it going to cost me to live my dream life safely and comfortably? And you guys can have the rest. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel. I feel like don't focus on how much goes into my bank account, how much goes into my pocket. Because at the end of the day, if you're the star of the show, because of you, all these other people are getting paid. The star of the show gets paid last. Very last. Everybody gets paid first. You do a concert, for example. The venue gets booked. The venue gets paid already, basically. You have to pay to book the venue. The venue gets booked. All the catering gets paid. All the staff on the catering team gets paid. All the security gets paid. All the sound tech people get paid. All the light tech people get paid. Like, if there are dancers or something, they get paid. Any part of your travel team, if you have a bus driver, they're getting paid. If you have a security team, they're getting paid. All these people are on payroll. You're paying them every week, every 2 weeks, regardless. Let's say you don't have a show for a couple of weeks, they're still getting paid every day. Your stylist, your makeup person, all these people have to get paid first. So that's why I feel like Spirit is saying, don't be so worried about how much money you're going to take home at the end of the day. As long as you get to live your dreams, as long as you're safe, as long as you're comfortable, you're happy, you have all the things that you need, is what I'm hearing. But also, don't wrap yourself into something that you can't get out of. Like, if it's unbearable, if it's just, awful, slave labor, you don't want that. You don't want that. You know what I mean? If they say they're going to book you in 5-star hotels and you're showing up in 3-star hotels, there's a problem here. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like make sure that you put your contract tight to what you want. If it's 5-star hotel, it's 5-star hotel. If it's first class, it's always first class. You know what I mean? Safety first is what I feel like. If you want 2 security or 3 security at all times, that's on you. That's what you want to spend your money on. Your safety is the most important thing. And really, they should be worried about your safety too, because if anything happens to you, they're not going to make money. If something happens to you, there goes their product. You know what I mean? This was a long reading. I have not done a reading for an hour in a really long time. But I'm happy that I got this done. I just feel excited. I feel excited for Divine Feminine. Message might not be for everybody, but make it apply. I use that example, but it could apply to all kinds of situations. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for watching Angel of Tarot, and I'll see you next time.